So in our last video, we introduced the Stingray model. It's a way of working with AI that mirrors how you'd collaborate with a teammate, following this conversational style of prompting. You give them a task, they give you a draft, and we work together to refine it and get that final output. Now, the thing is, the most important part of the whole process is how you actually start. Because if you kick things off with a vague or confusing prompt, a confusing request, you're gonna get a vague or confusing result back. So how do you start strong? In this video, I'll walk you through 3 simple frameworks that will help you talk to AI in a way that sets you both up for success. There are 3 frameworks that I use regularly to start conversations with AI. The first one is role goal format. The second one is COAT, context, objective, task, example. And then the third one is RACE, role, action, context, expectations. Let's break them down. The first framework is role goal format. This is my go-to for quick, focused tasks like writing an email, summarizing a report, or formatting content. The way I structure this prompt is I tell AI, you are a role. Your goal is to objective. Please respond in format. Let me show you what this looks like.
So I've written, you are a project engineer. Your goal is to draft a site safety email to subcontractors, reminding them about working near live edges. Please respond in email format. What you can notice is how clear the response is. The reason why is because I gave AI 3 things. A role, so it knows who it's pretending to be. A goal, so it understands the outcome I want. And a format, so it knows how to deliver it.
I like this framework because it's simple, fast, and highly effective. It's really easy for me to quickly write a prompt in this structure. Then I can just review the output and continue forward in that conversational manner to refine towards our final answer. Framework 2 is COAT, context, objective, task, example. COAT is perfect for more complex or creative tasks, the kind where you want AI to do a bit more thinking and work with you as a partner as you work towards this final output.
Let's see how this works again for our safety enforcement email. So the context is we've had multiple breaches of fall protection protocol over the last 2 weeks. Workers are failing to use harnesses near live edges despite daily briefings. The objective is I need to send a strong reminder to all subcontractors that this is unacceptable and that violations will have consequences. The task is to write a short but firm email to all subcontractors addressing this issue, and the example is a tone similar to how a superintendent might talk, direct and serious but still professional. What you can see is how detailed and aligned this output is. That's because I gave the AI the full picture, the context of recent issues, clear objectives, the exact task, and even an example of the tone I wanted. It's what makes the COAT framework so powerful. It gives AI space to think more like a teammate who understands the situation.
Now let's look at our third framework. This framework is called RACE, Role, Action, Context, Expectations. This one's really valuable when the who matters just as much as what you are trying to say. It's great for stakeholder-facing communication or when you really want to shape the tone and framing based on who's going to receive the information.
Continuing on our safety enforcement scenario for this prompt, the role here is we're telling AI you're a site safety officer writing a toolbox talk for a foreman to deliver to the crew. The action is to draft an outline for a 5-minute talk focused on fall protection. The context is that there have been several recent incidents where workers weren't clipped in near live edges despite having the right gear on site. The expectations are to keep the language simple and direct, suitable for a site crew. The tone should be serious but supportive and end with a clear action step. What we can see here is an outline that we can use for our toolbox talk. This is a great example of the RACE framework at work because I told the AI who it's writing for, the role, what I needed, the action, the situation driving the need, the context, and how I wanted it delivered, my expectations. The result is that my answer, this outline of a toolbox talk, is aligned with both the audience and the urgency required.
So now we've learned 3 different frameworks, and I want to highlight that prompting, it's quite personal. There's hundreds of different ways and formats that you can work with AI, and you don't need to memorize all of them. Just pick the one that feels familiar and comfortable to you, or just go unscripted. It's all about finding your own style of working with AI. In the same way that the way that you talk to each teammate is different and unique, AI, you're going to have a unique working relationship, so to speak. But if you want a place to start, try this simple task and try each of the 3 frameworks. This task is write a site update email to the client after a weather delay pushed back concrete pouring. Try completing this using each of our 3 frameworks. Have a riff, see what your final output is. Be really nuanced on the tone and the structure and how complex or how difficult the stakeholder that you're working with could be. If you want to see a breakdown of those answers or an example on how to write them, we've linked to that in the description. There's also a cheat sheet with templates that our friends at Joist AI have created with the top prompting frameworks that you can download, save, or just tweak for your team. I want to note that each framework gives you a different style of response. So try all 3, maybe find some more on Google and pick the one that fits best for your workflow.